We are at video number 0011. The human soul. Human life flows through the stages of childhood, youth, adulthood, and old age. Yet, many people resist the final stage and fear death. But the wise see every stage as sacred and natural, for the soul does not die. It merely changes its garment, taking new forms in new lives. The impressions and tendencies we gather in each life accompany us into the next, guiding our spiritual journey until the soul attains freedom from the cycle of birth and death. The impressions and tendencies we gather in each life accompany us into the next, guiding our spiritual journey until the soul attains freedom from the cycle of birth and death. Student is asking a question. Why do people fear old age and death so much? Every time someone grows old or falls ill, sorrow fills the air. If life is a divine journey, why does its end bring such terror? The Guru replies, that fear arises from misunderstanding. Human beings cling to what they see and forget what is unseen. They identify themselves with the body, thinking, I am this form, this name, this face. When that body begins to fade, they believe they are fading too. But the Bhagavad Gita teaches otherwise. In the second chapter, Lord Krishna tells Arjun, just as a man discards worn out clothes and puts on new ones, so the soul discards worn out bodies and takes on new ones. That is verse number 22, chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita. What is there to fear in changing garments? The body is but a temporary dress. The soul is the one wearing it. A student is asking another question. But I can see my body, I can touch it. I cannot see my soul. How can I know that it truly exists and continues after death? The Guru replies, a wise question. Tell me, can you see your thoughts? The student replies, no, I cannot see them, but I know they exist because I can feel them. The Guru replies, exactly so. The soul is subtler than thought, yet more real than the body. The body is visible but temporary. The soul is invisible but eternal. It is that consciousness which says, I am. When you say, my body hurts, who is the my in that sentence? The one who owns the body is distinct from it. When you dream, your physical body lies still, but you wander through words within your mind. Who is the traveler in that dream? That is the soul. It continues its journey even when the physical body rests. The student is asking another question. So, death is not the end. Guru replies, no, death is a pause, not a conclusion. Life and death are two sides of the same coin. When you pass from childhood to youth, the child dies in one sense, yet you continue as the same being. In the same way, death is simply the soul's movement from one stage of existence to another. Krishna declares in the Gita, for the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. It has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. It is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. The body may perish, but the soul is never destroyed. Verse number 20 of chapter 2 in Bhagavad Gītā. So, why grieve for what cannot perish? The student is asking another question. But if the soul is eternal, why does it keep taking birth again and again? Why not remain free? The Guru replies, because the soul carries impressions called samskars from its past actions and desires. These impressions pull it back into new experiences, just as a seed carries within it the potential for a new tree. Until these impressions are purified through wisdom and selfless action, the soul remains bound to the wheel of birth and death, known as samsara. Each life, each life is an opportunity to refine these impressions, to learn, to grow, to move closer to freedom. Just as a student repeats lessons until understanding dawns, The soul reincarnates until it realizes its own divine nature. The student is asking another question. Then, every stage of life, even old age, has its divine purpose. The Guru replies, indeed, childhood is the dawn of curiosity. Youth is the time of action. Maturity brings responsibility, and old age invites reflection and detachment. Each stage polishes a different aspect of the soul. To reject any stage is to reject the wisdom it brings. Old age, though feared by many, is a sacred season. It teaches humility, patience, and surrender. It reminds us to turn inward, to prepare for the great journey beyond. Death itself is not a punishment, it is a release, a homecoming of the soul to its source. The student is asking another question. So, the soul keeps gathering lessons, life after life. The Guru replies, yes, every joy, every sorrow, every relationship is a classroom. The world is your teacher, and your experiences are the syllabus. Through love, loss, success, and failure, the soul learns compassion, strength, and wisdom. If a person acts with kindness and selflessness, those tendencies accompany the soul. If one acts with anger and greed, those too remain until they are transformed. Thus, your thoughts and actions today are shaping your future births. The student is asking another question. That means I am responsible for my destiny. The Guru replies, completely. You are both the author and the actor in your story. The Gita tells us a person becomes elevated by his own mind. He also degrades himself by the same mind. For the mind is the friend of the self and its enemy as well. It is verse number 5 of chapter 6 from Bhagavad Gītā. Therefore, train your mind, fill it with noble thoughts, live with awareness, perform your duties without attachment to the results. Such a person, Krishna says, becomes liberated even while living. The student is asking another question. How can I reach that state? Freedom from fear, freedom from rebirth. The Guru replies, through three jewels: knowledge, Gyan; action, Karma; and devotion, Bhakti. Number one, knowledge reveals that you are not the body, but the eternal soul. Number two, selfless action purifies your heart by removing selfish desires. Number three, devotion melts the ego and unites you with the divine. When these three shine together, ignorance dissolves. Then, even if the body grows old, the soul remains youthful, fearless, and free. The student is asking another question. Then, old age is not decay, but completion. The Guru replies, yes, like the ripening of a fruit. Childhood is the bud, youth is the flower, maturity is the fruit, and old age its sweetness. When the fruit is ripe, it naturally falls from the tree, not with pain, but with readiness. So too, the wise depart from the world not with fear, but with peace. The student is asking another question. Your words bring such calmness. Your words bring such calmness. So the goal is not to escape life, but to understand and embrace it fully. The Guru replies, precisely. To live wisely is to live in harmony with the eternal rhythm of creation. Welcome every stage: childhood, youth, maturity, and old age. With gratitude, each is a step toward awakening. When the body falls, do not say he is gone. Say instead, he has gone ahead, for the soul travels onward toward the light that never fades. A student is asking another question. Today, I understand that death is not darkness, it is the doorway to another dawn. The Guru replies, yes. When you realize this truth deeply, fear dies before you do. Then life itself becomes a sacred dance of the immortal soul. Now, final message for you in simple words. You are not the body. You are the soul. Life and death are natural transitions, not opposites. Each life brings lessons from past ones. Actions and thoughts create the tendencies of future births. Old age and death are not to be feared but embraced as part of spiritual evolution. Through knowledge, selfless action, and devotion, you can rise beyond the cycle of rebirth and realize your true eternal nature. Hari Om.